talk to us about rising deficits. You'd mentioned inflation earlier on in the segment. Are you seeing inflationary pressures on the horizon, you think, from the massive deficits that we're running? How are you thinking about deficits at this moment?
Well, you see, all the money that the Fed is putting into the economy, it's never going to reverse, never will be able to reverse it. So that money is going to slush around in the economy forever. For every buyer, there is a seller, so the money never leaves the economy once it's put in there. And so that will put a continuous pressure under the prices. And consumer goods and the prices of consumer goods will rise, the prices of services will rise, and the cost of operating businesses will rise, and therefore businesses will have to charge more for what they produce, and so it will be just an ongoing cycle. And I'm worried that the Fed is now stating that they do not want to look at this question. They think that the COVID problem is more serious.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Peterffy, if people have to be paying more for their price of goods, and they also might be paying more in taxes, how much money do you think they will put aside to invest in the stock market, as we've seen the rise of retail at the beginning of this year?
Well, correspondingly, salary and income will rise, and the prices will rise in general. Everything will rise. So I don't think that there'll be a problem. Right now, we have too much money going into the market, right? That's why we see the market rising every day.
So then, do you see, as we've seen, the economy start to reopen, have we seen the same level of participation in the market, this active participation by retail investors that we saw at the beginning of the year?
Well, at the beginning of the year, there was nothing special happening, but in March, suddenly, participation by investors in the market suddenly shot up. And that plateaued around April or May, that's where it stabilized. And since that time, it's been very slightly, gradually coming down. But, it's almost not at all. So I think up until people go back and work and have something else to do, they will just keep on trading.